Hello everybody, welcome back to Sarah Plays Rimworld with Odyssey, Biotech, and Royalty DLCs. This is my colony, Hinbum, and I think this is the 7th part of this new adventure. So, I've learned a lot from the comments. It kind of stinks, I know, because I don't stream, you guys are giving me advice in the past, so I've already played a little bit since you've given me advice. I'm always working kind of in the past, which I know I should get into streaming, and it's something that, you know, I'd like to do if I can find time. I just have a very busy life. But anyway, I'm gonna try to do what I can here. So first thing that I've learned is that my base building at the beginning is not efficient, which I kind of had a feeling that was the case, but here we are. My freezer's too big, but honestly, I'm not gonna do the work to try to reduce the size of the freezer because I feel like that's gonna be inefficient, so I'm just gonna leave the freezer the way it is. My farm, if you could call it that, is too small. So now I'm wondering, do I just get rid of the wooden fence? I know I shouldn't have built the fence early on and I shouldn't have researched geothermal, but here we are. We're going to make the best with what we have. And I do have geothermal now, so I've got power output here. So do I get rid of my wall, or do I just start building a stone wall around what I have? That's what I'm not sure. Also, you mentioned something about the tiles for fishing, which I don't know if I did this right. Do I need to make the more tiles for fishing? Like, I'm not really sure because fishing is so new. I'm not really sure here. All right, I want to start over. Delete. So zone, fishing zone. She's catching quite a lot of fish. Well, a lot being very relative. Catching fish, but I just don't know if she's bringing it in here. The other thing is I need to change my work order on the stove. So now I'm adding more advanced working order. So I might up this to be, so it's usually 5 times pawn for upper, 2 times for lower. So I have an extra pawn, so I need to update this anyway. I think I'm just going to go with 25 and have the bottom be 10. For if I get another pawn, I'm just going to have this be already like ready to go. And then you said for this, the top 2, I need to uncheck vegetarian so that they'll use meat first. So then if I do this here and make this 25 and 10, and then uncheck vegetarian, I'm assuming I uncheck vegetarian because you said uncheck the vegetables, so I'm assuming that's vegetarian. And then I'm going to do another slot here, same setup, do until I have 25, unpause at 10, and this can be anything. And then cook simple meal details, which I just think is so smart. People that come up with this, I know it's not much. It's really not like a big deal, but to me it's just smart. Okay, so now, sorry, I need to see these comments again because there have been a lot of good ones. So granite doors open super slow, even though it burns. Use steel until I get auto doors. Okay. So if I get rid of, should I get rid of these doors? Or when you say granite doors, do you mean like throughout my entire base? Or I probably need to think about remaking my base to not be wood at some point. All right, I'll come back to that. Making a ship, you need a grav engine, thrusters, chem fuel tanks, piloting desk in order to make it work. You build a substructure using the grav plates. Then you build walls and doors on top of it. Small base on a flying platform. The grav engine has an area you can build within and is limited to 500 tiles. Aha! I see. Grav ships destroy the tile they leave. So don't use it on your primary base until you've made a grav core. You find grav core until you find grav cores to make extenders later. Okay, don't use it on my primary base. You should be able to caravan with it and make it on a second not important map. This is so much for me. I know it's stupid, but I get overwhelmed with like a lot of new stuff. So I'm gonna not do the ship just yet, which I know I'm gonna be behind the curve, but I want to get my farm up and running, and I don't know if I can plant a farm around the animus tree. I don't know that I'm really going to be doing anything with the animus tree this run. So I could start to just plant here. Although if I wanted to wall it off, it's just going to hurt the focus. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do anything with the animus tree just yet. And I keep saying just yet, like I might eventually. Maybe just to be safe, I should put my garden down here. What's this? Baby food. Oh, well, that's going to be pretty much gone. Okay, so let's see. This is all like decent area. So somebody mentioned I need to have... My farm is too small for day 30. Well, I'm on day 43 right now, so the difficulty is going back up, which we'll just deal with that as it comes. So split between rice, cotton, and heel root, corn, or psychoid. Corn's probably a good idea. All right, so I'm gonna do grow zone. Oops. So what'd you say? Somewhere it mentioned 300 to 500 tiles, depending on if you acquired more colonists. I haven't acquired too many yet. So if I do 120 of rice, or should I do 150 of rice? And then, see, the other thing is I don't feel like I should put them, I don't know how well the blight spreads. Does blight spread really well, really fast, really close? Like, I don't know what the proximity is for blight. So I can make that be cotton, and then like another 100 tiles of heel root. So that's what, like 150, 250, 350, and then like 100 of corn. So if I do this as cotton, this as heel root. Do I have a plants person that can do? Yeah, he's 9. Okay. And then make this corn, and this is rice. All right, so that I think is going to be my working farm, but again, let me know. Let me know if I'm really messing that up a lot. I want to get rid of these. Also, marble and sandstone, you mentioned, are going to be important for building quickly. Okay. So now, like I said, I don't know, should I tear down the wall and start building a stone base somewhere? Because if I have to like deconstruct this and then build it, I feel like it's easier just to build a separate stone base elsewhere and then deconstruct this as I go. I don't know if that's the right thing or not. 13 by 13. I don't know if I'm past that point halfway through the game when you... I'm really trying to take all of this into account, but there's a lot of information. I know I'm going to miss some stuff. Rebuilding the wooden doors is not long if you want to keep the corridor as is. Okay. Yeah, okay. And at some point, I'm also going to need... Well, I don't want to rebuild my base too far from my freezer. I forgot about that. So as far as blocks go, I have slate blocks and sandstone blocks. These are all sandstone blocks. So I'm feeling like sandstone's probably going to be the way to go. So do I just start doing this? Take this wall torch, deconstruct this. Oh, here's the horseshoe pin. I did not see that before. I'm gonna start deconstructing this as well. I have them. Okay. Oh, Sky was deconstructing there. Okay. Joe is sleeping. Okay. I like that they can deconstruct pretty fast. So structure, I'm gonna do sandstone. And you mentioned sandstone, but with steel doors because, well, I have some steel. I don't have a ton of steel, but I could do steel doors just for now. Nope, not there. Oh, I'm not going to do steel doors inside. What am I talking about? Because I don't think they need to be super fast opening. I feel like just getting into the base is what's going to need to be more fast. Let's see. And I do have, I thought I had make granite blocks. No, I'm going to do make sandstone blocks. What do I have the most? Marble, slate, granite. I don't really have too many sandstone chunks, I don't think. Marble chunks are a lot. So maybe I should be making marble blocks. So change this to be make marble. Is it all the same work no matter what you're making? Oh, let's see. Do until I have, let's just start with, I'll start with 210. Unpause when I have 200. Okay, what am I researching right now? I'm researching smithing because you mentioned I need to get grenades and all of that. So I'm trying to do smithing to get to machining. At some point, I would like to get advanced lights so that I can... Oh, I deconstructed that torch because I don't already have advanced lights. I was forgetting that I don't have those yet. Okay. What's this component doing here? Just hanging out? Other thing is I need to get rid of this. I noticed that was gross. All right, let's look at our beauty rating. Beauty, beauty. All right, so beauty is not... It's negative here, but that's fine. It's negative there because I've got just random blocks there, but the bedrooms aren't terrible to start. Okay. And then I'm also going to just get rid of this pen. I'll deal with a pen when I need a pen. I realize I've jumped the gun on things and I don't have like a very strong start to my game because I haven't done too many like early game starts. Even like on my own non-recorded game, like I don't have, I'm not gonna get rid of that just yet. I don't have a lot of like campaigns I've started. I have one campaign that I'm playing right now that I've had for quite a while and it's on like an easy difficulty and I'm just like having a good time with it. So I haven't played with like harder difficulties yet. All right, so this is sandstone. So if I deconstruct this, I'll get more blocks that I can use. Oh, we're gonna have some fire. That's what I thought. The other thing is I need to, do I need to update my home? Oh no, I already did. Okay. So I updated that. What else we got here? I have a freezer. I can up those numbers. I have a freezer. Gas company. They're attacking immediately. So I'm going to draft and just have them at the ready. So that when Omar comes knocking, okay. Omar is, all right, let's see. He's the undergrounder. He's kind. That's not bad. He's got mining experience. He's a waster, so he would need psychite. Which he probably does not have psychite on him. But you did say the waster can live off psychite tea. So I would need to make a psychite. I'm just trying to see, like, if I can even if I can even draft him. Okay. Who is my doctor again? I think it was Granzier. I'm going to tend Omar without medicine. Because I feel like Granzier, or not Granzier, Omar's traits aren't too bad. He's got artistic, but he's got crafting, he's got social, he's got intellectual, as far as like what he's passionate about. So, okay, he's no immediate danger. So now, once you've done tending to him, can you... Oh, it's taken a while. Capture him. And take his medicine. So yeah, so that's the other thing is, do I need to have like a little area of... This is a lot of grow zones I'm just afraid of. But just have like a small area of... Is it psychoid? Yeah. Okay, Omar has gotten sick from infection. Well, you know what, Omar? Maybe he won't even last if he gets an infection. Although his immunity is increasing pretty fast, so. Alright, what else do we got here? Working on increasing, not increasing, but changing out walls in my base. I do need more storage area, I realize. Well, this I have fresh weapons and apparel. I probably should just open this up to be everything, right? I don't know that I can actually be too choosy on my storage just yet. Is this everything? Allow all except rotten corpses and chunks. Love that word, chunks. Chunks are under... I don't want food because that's for my freezer. But raw resources, stone blocks. Where are chunks located? Why am I so dumb? Chunks. Oh, maybe that's not a thing. Maybe that's just for the stockpile zones and the dumping stockpile zones. I don't know. Okay. And then sandstone door to go in and out of there. Okay. And if we deconstruct this, I'll get more sandstone. But I also could start throwing in slate at some point since I do have some slate blocks that I've built up. But they can grab these sandstone and granite. Have those handy. Alright, Felonius is rebuffed by Sky. You know what? Alright, so he's social. He's the warden. But why do I have Sky doing a lot of that? Warden. No, I need it to be this guy. I'm going to put him at 2 for this and 1 for warden. Wakey, wakey, Felonius. Okay, so recruit. Should I work on recruiting him already? I think I will. Like I said, I feel like it's not bad. Undergrounder. Oh, Rocky has returned to the wild. That's fine. I don't need the raccoon. Low mood, low opinion. Why? Because you're sick and you've slept in the heat and you have ratty apparel and dull barracks. You know what, buddy? Can't win them all. Alright, so I'm starting to build up a base that might not just immediately die. I should probably wall off this generator thing, right? Should I do like slate around this? Do I leave a gap? Oops, that's a door. Stop that. Do I leave a gap? Or I just need to have... Oh, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing still. What was this quest? Sea Graves. I guess this wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, I've got 4 people that could go against her if she decides to double cross me. So let's just do it. Okay, 10 days, 44 days. Ancient stockpile, mechanoid. Okay, grav core, grav light. So first off, I'm going to copy, paste. So you are a dirt mole. I missed that. Interesting. And then assign, unchangeable. I'm gonna make you do colony food and the drug policy. Whatever. So let's see. Her skills are fast learner, incapable of intellectual, incapable of artistic, medical, crafting, animals. So she's not great at fighting. So, I mean, if she decides to double cross me, I think I can overpower her pretty well. But she is good at mining, good at plants, good at crafting, good at medical. So I could make her... Oops. Darn it. Copy, paste, paste. That's what I wanted to do. So I could make her be the doctor. And Sky, I'm going to put down to a 3 because she's a 3. 7, 9. Not great. Okay. Bed rest. 1. Childcare. I'm not too worried about. Warden. Handle. Plant cut. And clean, haul. I might have him also be the hauler. Craft, she's pretty good at crafting. Tailor. But she's good at growing. Well, her plants is decent. So I might take him off, have him do constructing. I don't know. I still haven't found like the sweet spot for the numbers yet. I do a lot of 1s when I shouldn't. So I probably should take these, put these at 2. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And he'll be the cleaner. And then these guys, I guess I'll just leave it like this for now. Okay, so now I need to deconstruct this. And how many sandstone blocks we got up here? We still got a fair amount, so I could continue to do sandstone down here. Is this one nutty prisoner? I might make this a bigger hallway area. Actually, no, I don't care. Because I already have floors. What should be my next floor situation? Should I change it out for, like, concrete? Magister of the Trade Orbital Bazaar wants you to stash a special prisoner for him. The prisoner, pyromaniac named Dorian Ewing, knows embarrassing information. You only need to keep the prisoner for 25 days. So silver would be nice. Gold would be nice. I don't know if it's worth doing goodwill. A great bow, masterwork, glitter world medicine. I feel like that's what I want to go for. It's the glitter world and the gold, but the silver would be nice. But then I have to feed this person. My colony is growing very fast. All right, I have 7 days to think on it. I'll worry about that later. Okay. So I probably should also focus on hunting a little bit. I don't want to hunt the birds, hunt the rats. I would not be super happy about eating rats, but raccoon, quail. Quail's actually a good source of food. I think that's a common thing. Turkey, those are both female, so I'll grab one of them maybe. Okay, she's naked, but what you gonna do? You gotta make some clothes out of bird skin. Okay, I don't know what to do with these corpses. I don't know that there's anything I can get out of them. Okay, and then there's a lot of rice that needs to go in. Oh, geez, is this Rocky again? I don't need Rocky. Okay, so I researched smithing. So next up would be machining. But I thought you said I don't need to research psychoid, psychite tea. You do not come with the technology for, oh, but it's easy to learn and relatively benign. So I probably should do this so that I can make psychite tea, because if I have this guy join, I have no way of basically, him surviving. Okay, she's working on plants. I really hope she doesn't double cross me. Is this slate tile? Alright, what's Joe is meditating at the wooden wall. Really? Sky is hauling sandstone blocks. Okay, Grandseer is researching. Felonius is attempting to recruit Omar. He's still basically dead, so I don't know if that's all that worth. Alright, he is hauling ambrosia. Okay. Which would be good if I have a trade caravan come, or I could just give that to somebody. I'm going to deconstruct those because I don't need those right there. Actually, hold please, because I could just reinstall them here. Okay, so next up we have a lot of granite chunks and marble chunks. Slate chunks. This is sandstone. So I could deconstruct this to get more sandstone blocks. This is steel. I mean, if I need steel, that'll come in handy. I have 213 steel right now, so I'm okay on that. Party. Are we having a party up here? Also, my animals. I need you to be... Hold please. I'm gonna manage my areas real quick. So area 1, area 2. So home area makes sense. Unrestricted. Buster can go anywhere, including in the houses. So all right, I'm going to change this to be domestic animals. And this is gonna be wildlife animals. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of to be like Candace and Rocky. I feel like this is Rocky. Should I name it Rocky or... Oh, name you Rocky again. Okay. Alright, so I walled off the generator, so that's good. I've got a door to get in there. We're building the wall here. What else do I need to be doing? Accumulated research, 2 wind turbines, huge gap in progression. Yeah, so maybe I need to worry about probably the stone wall before I worry about anything else. I'm down to no blocks, so probably before I start... See, I'm doing stuff all out of order, aren't I? I'm replacing the walls in my base before I replace like the wall around the outside. So, do I... Limestone. There's not a ton of limestone. Steel. So yeah, I think marble is still the way that I have to go with the blocks. And then I'll probably make the outside wall be marble. Is that bad? Because I have a lot of options. So I want my wall to encompass my farm area, but did I make the farm too far away? I don't know. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Just to make sure that I can actually... I want some room for expansion. If I go over here, I can butt up against this for now, which might help reduce the number that I need. All right, get rid of this. I think I'm going to have to deconstruct all of this. Deconstruct, deconstruct, deconstruct. So far the raids have only been one person, but they will, because I'm past the 40 days. What are we at? 48 days. So yeah, we're all in now. And then I kind of wanted to remove the floors because I think, don't floors also yield resources? Granite floors. Prepare psychoid leaves in a mildly euphoric inducing and addictive tea at a campfire cooking stove. So is that what I could do here? Make psychite tea. Which I'll have be in here and I'll say do until I have... Because right now it's just one guy. Probably could even get away with doing 10. Unpause when I have 5. I don't even have him. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to recruit him, but it was just a thought. Other thing I just had a thought of was, why don't I just... Because I had created this farm down here with the thought that I was going to move my base, but then I realized I still have the freezer, so I want to not move my base. So I probably should stick with having the farm up here. All right, so I'm just going against everything I thought of down here. I already have some rice. I'm going to expand this zone out a bit. So now this contains 154. I have, this is Tinctoria, which I probably don't need quite this much dye. So let me change this. I know I'm past my time. I'm going to do just a little area of Tinctoria. And then this stockpile zone, I'm going to get rid of. And then I'm going to do a grow zone down here. And this can be psychoid. I have cotton. And I have, that's ambrosia. So then really it's kind of just like, do I need to put another zone over here? No, not deconstruct, grow zone. And deconstruct this. And make this be like corn. 55. And then do you guys like rename your grow zones? So like if I did rice and corn. I just like discovered that you can rename things, and so I've kind of been going crazy with that. So psychoid. This is probably super unnecessary, but Victoria. And nope. I just want this zone cotton. And that's, I'm going to leave that because I'll get rid of that eventually. So, all right. I don't know, guys. I'm really trying to take your advice into account, but it's going to be a process and probably a lot of things that just for the sake of trial and error, I will do and then have to undo because you guys will be like, don't do that. That's dumb. So bear with me as I pick up stuff as you guys, you know, tell me. And I think we'll get there. I'll get there eventually. I will need to build walls around here. Let me do that real quick before I forget. You mentioned steel, not walls, doors. I'm just gonna put a couple doors in here for right now. Okay. All right, I think also, is this gonna bug me not having the doors lined up? Probably. Because I'm just dumb like that, so it should be like right around there. Might be off by one. Might be off by one. You know what? I'm gonna just try to be the bigger person and not let it bother me. Okay, same here. Oh well, it's gonna be fine. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again for giving me all of the advice so that I can have a good colony. And like I said, I want to get to the point where I can play on more difficult levels, like higher difficulties. So it's just going to be learning at the easy levels so that I, oh geez, I'm going to just pause it there before we get too far. Learning at the easy levels so that I'm more prepared for the harder stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll come back and see me in the next one.